They are the guys who are naturally good with their language, good in mobilization and lobbying within communities. He's a great community player. He has been nominated as the councillor. He was last nominated as member of parliament. He wants to vie for the seat. Now they've changed the rules for him. They say to him, look here, if you want to become member of parliament or president, we don't care about your leadership qualities. We don't care how nice you can speak to the people. We don't care how good you can lobby the guys. We're going to lock you out using a clause known as a degree. Now you're looking for a way in which you can get that degree. Then they remind you, for you to enter our program, you must get a mean grade of C+. You never got it. You dropped out in Form 2. But you're good, you know what you're doing. It's been seen out there. They are even sending their own graduates to come in and do attachments in your institution. But when you go into their own institution, they tell you, we can't admit you. Now we're finding these gaps in education that somebody has to fill in, and that's where we came in. So when we say that we want to do something new, something refreshing, that will try to impact newly on this education system, we're not joking about it, we're serious about it. Unfortunately, the people who deal with us in education tell us, you got to follow our set policies. These are the dimensions in which the framework on which you have to operate. But for the parents and for the students who have been locked out, who know that they have potential to do things and change this world, they're saying to us, we want you to do this for us. And therefore, we are asking loudly, what would you like us to do when you have no set policies for this kind of group of people that are increasing by the day in this country, on this continent?
Elections Act 2012, which is expected to be enforced in the next elections, will make it mandatory for aspirants to have a university degree to get clearance by the Electoral Commission to contest. I want us to speak to Elvis Kosgei, who's speaking to a section of leaders in Eldoret, actually on the same. Elvis Kosgei, good morning. What are the leaders saying on this issue?
22 of the Election Act that was postponed in 2017. Now leaders who are not degree holders are not maybe capable of holding an MCA, MP or any position come the next general election. Maybe what's your point to this?
Thank you, Elvis. I do understand Section 22 of the Election Act, which was amended in the year 2016, to read that for anyone aspiring to be a member of county assembly or a member of parliament must have a bachelor's degree from a recognized university. That was way back in 2016, but it was amended to say it will only apply to an election after 2017, which is actually to a general election after 2017, which is actually the 2022 general election. Yes, majority of the members of parliament and the majority of the members of county assembly, when they read that section, they were elected, and they've been actually proceeding on with their degree programs at the universities. But there were some few challenges. One noticeable challenge is the issue to do with the COVID-19, which forced all the institutions to be closed temporarily. So I'm afraid that even those who enrolled in preparation of 2022 might not secure a degree because of the delayed program due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In terms of education, well, it is good to be an educated man, but even whether you get a formal education, you also qualify to be trained to perform a certain task. In this scenario, in education, there is no education whereby you are trained to be a leader. You are just given the normal training to think critically. But to apply those critical thinking, you must be trained. All the members serving, right from the councillors, the defunct municipal council, were trained to perform the task of legislation. And over some years, they have gained a lot of experiences. If you compare them with somebody with a degree who is fresh from college, I can tell you for free, that person who's been in the system, having been trained to do legislation, is very smart as compared to the other one. Leadership is from God, and that is why we say, allow the citizens of Kenya to do their democratic right by electing the people whom they deem fit to hold those positions. Because education is something which can discriminate us all in terms of identifying who is the leader. And we've seen severally, even in developed nations, If you see the previous leaders like the George Bush, he didn't go to school. In South Africa, Zuma didn't go to school. There are a lot of leaders who never went to school, but they performed their work exemplary. And that is actually why we are saying, let the government still rethink in the question of saying those who should not be degree holders by the year 2022 will not stand the chance of being elected as members of county assembly and members of parliament. Because it amounts to really abusing the constitution, because everything starts with public participation.